Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile2708 back again with another movie pickups video. These pickups are probably from, is it weekend before last? Myself and Ghost Lou went across to Middlesbrough on the Saturday. We called in at one of the local British Heart Foundation charity shops before we went across to Middlesbrough. So there's a couple of grabs from there. There is, what else have we got? CX in Middlesbrough. And there's also cash converters as well. So if you remember my movie pickups from a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, where I had the bundle of Blu-ray movies, and two of the movies didn't have the discs in, so I returned those and got that sorted as well. So the replacements for those are in this video as well. So what should we do first? Let's do cash converters. So yeah, took, disc is in there, took the two movies back to cash converters in Middlesbrough. Frustratingly, they didn't have the discs for those two movies, but thankfully they know me in there. I'd kept the original receipt, so they put those two empty cases behind the counter and said choose two more Blu-rays to the same value, so they swapped them out for me, no problem at all. So first one that I managed to pick up, there we go, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw. So massive fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, probably up to and including this one. I wasn't a fan of, is it 9 and 10, I think. I don't know. I think, you know, once they've got to 9 and 10, they've, you know, milked that cash cow for all that it was worth. And I definitely didn't enjoy the last two as much as I did the first series of movies, including this spin-off of sorts, Hobbs and Shaw. But yeah, if it wasn't a swap, then it would have been $3.99. So yeah, this was one myself and Ghost Lou enjoyed. So we do enjoy watching through the franchise of the earlier movies together. So there we go, that was the first one. Next one, this was an upgrade to one that I already had on DVD, and it is Ryan Gosling in Drive. So absolutely superb action car movie, this one. So like I say, I did have it originally on DVD. So if I hadn't have got it as a replacement, then it would have only been $1.99 on Blu-ray. But it's one of those action films that I do enjoy rewatching from time to time. So yeah, nice to get a decent upgrade for it. So there we go, Drive. Right, let's do charity shop pickups. So these were British Heart Foundation. So there's, what, 3 Blu-rays and half a dozen or so DVDs. So first up with Slippy, we have Expendables 2. So there we go. And this was a no-brainer, guys. Blu-ray. 50p. 50 pence with a slip cover. So yeah, I've got Expendables 1 to 3 already on DVD. Not fussed on Expendables 4. I've never seen it, but I've not heard good things about it. So it's probably one at some point down the line, you know, when I've got an hour and a half, 2 hours to waste, I'll stick it on the Fire Stick and have a watch, see if it's as bad as everybody says it is. If it is, you know, I've saved having to get it on physical media. if I enjoy it, then I'll grab it at some point soon. But for now, Expendables 2, upgrading my DVD to Blu-ray for 50p with some slippy action. Right, next one. This is another Blu-ray upgrade, and again, cheap as chips. So, another great action film, Olympus Has Fallen. And again, slippy. And again, there you go, £1 Blu-ray with a slipcover. So I'll pop my DVDs into a bag for the charity shop, as and when they're films that I do upgrade to Blu-ray. So pleased to grab that one. Haven't seen that one actually in years. So definitely on my list to re-watch very shortly. What's his name? Morgan Freeman, isn't it, in this one? So yeah, looking forward to a rewatch of this one soon. I think they did, was it Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and I think they did a third one as well, but I can't remember. Let me know in the comments, guys. So if it's, I'm sure it is a trilogy of movies. If you have seen them, let me know if you enjoyed them and which one was your favourite. So that's that one. So pleased to grab this one. This was £1 on Blu-ray, and it is Paranormal Activity 2. So I have got the first Paranormal Activity just on the shelf to the side of me here on Blu-ray. Do enjoy certainly the first three Paranormal Activity movies. Obviously the first two being my favourites. So obviously remember, I mean, there's a couple of great scenes across these movies. The first Paranormal Activity, when the woman gets dragged out the bed, that's a great jump scare moment. And you know, if you sat watching it of a night time with the headphones on and the volume turned up in the pitch black, it still shits you up. And obviously this second one, the scene again made me jump, as you know, as soon as I saw it for the first time, where they're in the kitchen and all of the cupboards just blast open and everything starts falling everywhere and whatever. Yeah, that one shit me up something chronic as well. So, but yeah, Paranormal Activity 2. I haven't got any of the Paranormal Activity movies on the shelf on DVD as yet. But yeah, I got the first one on Blu-ray down there. So there's the second one, and I'll carry on picking up the rest as and where I see them cheap. Right, next one. This is one for my World Cinema section. So you'll know that I've been picking up some of the Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan movies, and you know, karate movies in general. So I saw this one in the charity shops, and it's a compilation DVD. And it's called An Introduction to Hong Kong Legends. So obviously the man, the master on the front there, Bruce Lee. So 50p for this one. Right, it says with full... Ooh, okay. I haven't actually looked on the back of this one as yet, but it says with full-length feature film Hitman, a unique action-packed limited edition showcasing nearly 3 hours of exciting, high-octane stunts and martial arts mayhem from the legends of Hong Kong cinema. Timeless extracts from the works of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Sammo Hung, and Michelle Yeoh. Apologies if I've got those last two pronunciations incorrect. I'm not a Hong Kong cinema connoisseur as yet. So yeah, it says ensure that this premium value presentation is an invaluable introduction to the incomparable world of Hong Kong cinema. And it's got some of the action movies on the back as well. Police Story 2, My Lucky Stars, Game of Death, Scorpion King, Once Upon a Time in China, Magnificent Warriors, The Avenging Fist, Zoo Warriors from the Magic Mountain, Naked Killer 2000 AD, The Killer, and Iron Monkey. Okay, but yeah, it says feature running time 100 minutes, and yeah, includes the full length movie Hitman starring Jet Li. So yeah, 50 pence. I wasn't going to turn that one down, but yeah, full of Hong Kong cinema action. So looking forward to checking this one out. So be watching this one in between all the football matches that I'm watching at the minute with the Euros. So get you know, I was saying to Ghost Lou, I wasn't interested in the Euros. I thought, you know, all of the friendlies and stuff that England had done, they were absolute dog shit. They were boring to watch. And then the first match started, was it Friday evening? I've watched every one so far, so it is what it is. But normal football's not on the telly at the minute, so that's going to scratch my itch until the championship season starts middle of August. So yeah, get thoroughly engrossed in all of the Euro matches. In fact, I've got, what is it, Ukraine against Romania, I think it is, that's on the telly in the living room at the minute. So as soon as this video is done, I'm back through watching the rest of that before the tea time match starts at 5 o'clock. So crazy. Anyway, next one, another World Cinema edition, and it is Them. So I think I had this one originally when I had my decent collection a couple of years ago, before it all disappeared, let's say. So I can't remember if I liked it or not. I've got a feeling it was a half decent one. But yeah, it says, utter blind terror, you'll never feel safe in your home again. The scariest film since Wolf Creek. So this is a 2005 French horror. So yeah, I don't recall anything about this one at all. So if anyone has seen it before, let me know in the comments if it was one you enjoyed or not. So there we go, there's Them. And then, yeah, let's have a look. Bit of comedy goodness coming up. We have Monty Python's, and now for something completely different. So massive fan of the Monty Python series. I've got, I think, the 3 movies on the shelf to the side of me. And yeah, saw this one in Heart Foundation for 50 pence. So thought I'd grab that one and add it into the collection. So this is, yeah, an hour and 25 minutes of Monty Python goodness. And apparently it contains mild sexual innuendo. Ooh, matron. There we go. So that's that one. More Monty Python goodness. Can't go wrong. And then I hadn't actually picked this one up originally, since I got back into collecting again. So I've got the original Deadpool movie. So massive fan of both the Deadpool movies. Love his dark, dry sense of humour. So yeah, obviously Ryan Reynolds. So looking forward to rewatching this one and grabbing Deadpool 2 for the collection again as and when I come across it out in the wild. So there we go. Original Deadpool. Alright, so these were 3 for £1. I think this would have been, which would it have been? Yeah, would have been another Heart Foundation, this one. So we have Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. Training Day. So really good action film. Haven't seen this one in donkey's years. Probably when it first came out on DVD, which would have been, blimey, 2001 apparently. It says on the back that this came out. But yeah, a really good action, crime, thriller, drama. So yeah, this one's a very long overdue rewatch, but to grab it back in the collection for what, just over 30 pence, I wasn't going to leave that one behind. I showed you Hobbs and Shaw that I got from Cash converters, I am going to try to get them on Blu-ray where I can, but just so I can start rewatching the franchise through in order, I managed to grab, and again, it was part of the 3 for £1. So, Fast and the Furious and Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. So these are obviously the second and third movie in the franchise. So Tokyo Drift probably being my favourite now. You know, these are really good action movies, car action movies, if you like. So for me, you know, they will benefit from the Blu-ray upgrade. So, you know, I love putting these movies on, cranking up the sound bar, and you know, the music that goes along with the movies is absolutely superb. So yeah, I will grab them all on Blu-ray at some point where I can, but for now it scratches my itch and allows me to start rewatching them through again. So Tokyo Drift probably being my favourite out of all of the Fast and Furious movies. So there we go, that's that one there. Right, this one. Now this is a movie that it's been on my radar probably for a couple of years now. I have never seen it, but it was one I saw in a charity shop. I think it was over in Redcar a couple of years ago, and it had been it was an Arrow release, and I think they'd got it in the charity shop for £3, I think it was. Didn't think anything of it at the time, and normally what I'd do is I'd, you know, bring up the CX app, see if it was a collectible one, and if it was, then I'd pick it up for a watch, and if it was my sort of movie, I'd keep it in the collection. If it wasn't, I'd trade it in for store credit and, you know, be able to make a little bit on it as well. Now, for some reason, I didn't do it with this particular movie, and I thought a couple of days later, oh, I wonder if that was worth anything. And I checked on the app at the time, and it was something daft like £25. So I went across with the X, as it was at the time, back across, and sod's law, yeah, it had gone from the charity shop. So snooze, you lose and all that. But from the review, it was one that I really wanted to watch. So this actually, what's the phrase? Scratches two itches. It's probably not a phrase, but there we go. So it gets me watching the movie, but this is another one that's an Anchor Bay release. Now, my release is actually one that's Bayview, which I'm led to believe from my good friend Splattered Plastic, that is also a fellow Anchor Bay collector. Bayview is actually like a pirate label. They copied a load of Anchor Bay releases and put them out as Bayview. So if you can see on the shelf behind me there, that's all of my Anchor Bay collection as it stands today, but I will be putting Bayview ones into that collection as well. So, you know, a nice little subset. So my good friend James was having a laugh at my expense last week when I told him I was going down the subset route. You know, I've got the Anchor Bay ones there. I've got Quentin Tarantino movies on the small shelf, that side. I've got a Rob Zombie subset. I've got my Alfred Hitchcock subset down there, and he was laughing because he knows it's yet another rabbit hole that I'm disappearing feet first down, if you like. So, but yeah, Bayview. So the movie Waffley Over is Withnail and I. Now I think this is a dark comedy? I think it's categorised as on IMDb. But yeah, it's got Richard Grant, Richard Griffiths and Paul McGann in. One I've never seen before, but like I say, it's been on my radar for the last couple of years now, and it is one that is going onto the pile to watch later this week, and it'll probably be one that I do as a 5-minute movie review. So if you haven't, I've checked, I think I've got 2 5-minute movie reviews since I've started doing them recently. So the second one in the series went up earlier on this week. But yeah, this is one that I'm going to watch for the first time and do a 5-minute movie review for. You probably might be able to see on the bottom there in the middle, that's Bay View as opposed to Anchor Bay. There you go, and you can see it a little bit clearer probably on the disc there. So yeah, if anyone's seen this one before, it is, I guess, spoken about as a bit of a cult classic. Obviously with Arrow releasing it, you know, they normally cherry pick a lot of the decent classics. So if it is one you've seen before, guys, let me know please in the comments what your thoughts were. And yeah, that's definitely going on the pile to watch later on this week, in between all the football matches. So there we go, that's that one. Right, half a dozen or so left to go. So this next one is a, what would you call it? Another one of my subsets, if you like, and it's the Duel movie. I've spoken on previous videos about my love of Duel, obviously done by Steven Spielberg back in 1971. Ghostlu gave me the DVD steelbook for it recently. I've got the Blu-ray release for it, and I've got the regular DVD, and I'm just getting various versions of it. It's kind of, you know, like a homage, if you like, to it being one of my all-time favourite movies. I've seen it dozens and dozens of times over the years. It's probably one of, if not my most watched movie of all time. So I absolutely love it. So yeah, one of my subsets is multiple versions of Duel on all different formats from different countries, etc. So I managed to pick this up from eBay. So I've had it a week or so. I haven't actually taken it out of the bubble wrap and had a proper look at it. It was one, I saw it on there when I was just searching Duel and seeing what releases and that, and this one jumped out at me. I hadn't seen it on there previously when I was searching out Duel and all the different iterations of it that are available. So let's show you. Oh, absolutely love it. So yeah, really nice display piece for the collection. This isn't going to be another rabbit hole with collecting different formats, but it is the VHS of Duel. Look at that. So that's going to be on display on the shelf behind me. So absolutely superb. There was a few pictures on the, well, was it an auction? No, it wasn't an auction. It was a buy it now with best offer. I think he'd got it on for a tenner plus postage. And I basically gave him a cheeky offer. I think he wanted, was it £3.5 postage? So I think I've sent him an offer of £5 and then thought, well, there you go, with postage, that's costing me nearly £9. He can take it or leave it. If he doesn't accept it, then, you know, no biggie. But yeah, he accepted it straight away and it came through the post a couple of days later. So yeah, terror in your rear view mirror. So Universal VHS release. Show you the back of the box there. Bit of spinage there, and let's open it up and see, unlike cash converters, if the physical media is actually in there. And it is, and the tape's been rewound as well. and no mould either. So there we go. So yeah, really nice addition there. Yep, super happy with that one. So there we go, VHS of Duel. Right, these last ones are CX grabs from when myself and Ghostloo were out and about in Middlesbrough. So another addition to the Planet of the Apes set that I'm slowly going through. Hopefully looking to pick them all up in order, so I can rewatch them from, was it 1967? I think the first one came out, or 1969. But yeah, this one's Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, it doesn't say the date on there, but this is the fourth one in the series. 1972. There we go. So yeah, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. So I think this is the fifth one that I've managed to get so far in the set. So that's that one. And then we have the 2001 Special Edition. So 2-disc Special Edition. So that's that one there. Really nice, shiny, glossy cover. Right, this is a weird DVD case. Yeah, we've got the booklet in. There's disc 1 and there's disc 2. So yeah, can't go wrong. It's some Planet of the Apes goodness, especially special edition for £1. Oh, look at this. Witness the evolution of DVD over 13 hours of Primate packed extras. Audio commentaries by Tim Burton and Danny Elfman, enhanced viewing mode. 6 documentaries, 5 extended scenes, HBO special, multi-angle scene studies, music video, concept art gallery, theatrical trailers and TV spots. And then obviously it goes into anamorphic widescreen, English 5.1 audio, subtitles and much more. But yeah, that's absolutely crammed full of special features there. So there we go. For £1 English, superb addition to the collection. Right, next up, another one of my 80s box sets that I needed to tick off the list, and this one was just £2 and in really good condition. There we go, and it's the Beverly Hills Cop trilogy. So, seen this one, well, not this one, these 3 movies many times over the years. Always a classic set of movies to watch. Always, well, I haven't seen them for a while, but they always used to be on the telly. And if I'm channel hopping and I see them on, I'll sit and watch them and be chuckling away at Eddie Murphy's dry sarcasm, sense of humour. So there you go, for £2, the Beverly Hills Cop trilogy. So there you go, running time 300 minutes. But yeah, nice addition, that one, for just £2. Next one, the price stick has been removed, but I did put it on the back just to remind me. It's one that myself and Ghostloo watched last weekend together. So one of my favourites. Obviously you can see it's going to be going into the Rob Zombie subset of movies. But yeah, Ghostloo's a big fan of this one as well. This is absolutely brutal. One of my favourite, actually, if you can put it into the Halloween franchise. As such, obviously, Rob Zombie did this original one, and he did Halloween 2 as well. Not quite as good, but yeah, this first one, it's one of my favourites. Absolutely superb. So this is the director's cut, and that was a CX grab there at £2.50. So, yeah, myself and Ghost Lou watched that last weekend. Loved every minute of it. Brilliant film. And then Ghost Lou had some CX store credit. He'd traded a couple of bits in to get some movie steelbooks that he was after. And he very kindly, using some store credit that he had left over, picked me up a box set for my collection. It's one that's been on my radar since I've been recollecting and, you know, trying to tick off some of those classic 80s and 90s movies. And he very kindly grabbed me the Die Hard trilogy. So, super pleased to get this one in the collection, and it's a really nice condition box set. So, there we go. So obviously you've got Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. For me, you know, they're the better movies. Not so fussed on the fourth one. Can't remember if they did a fifth one, but yeah, for me, the trilogy is where it's at. So that's the set that I wanted back in the collection. So thank you very much to Ghost Lou for grabbing that for me. Yippee-ki-yay and all that. So there we go, Die Hard trilogy. Right, and then the last one. It's been a while since I've got something for the Video Nasties collection. You can't see it on camera since I've changed. Oh no, you can actually. Can you? There you go. That's where the... try and do it without showing what this movie is. There you go. That section there, and to the side towards me is my Video Nasties collection as it stands at the minute. I think 21 titles, I think it is, into the set of 72 for section 1 and section 2. So I managed to get another one in this local CX, so it's an Arrow release, and it is Zombie Flesh Eaters from 1979. So thankfully this local CX had two versions, if you like, the single disc Arrow version and this 2-disc version. Now both of them were priced up at £8. So for me, it was a no-brainer to pick up the 2-disc set for exactly the same price. But I took it to the counter. The woman put the discs in with all these other ones that I was picking up. And while I was at the counter, I thought, I'll just double check she's given me the right version. And the cheeky bugger, she'd put the 1-disc version in this 2-disc case. So it's a good job I checked that before I left the store and got home. Otherwise it would have potentially been another couple of weeks before I could have got back to that particular store. And then I'd have had to have hoped that they hadn't given the 2-disc version away with the 1-disc set. So thankfully, for £8, we have Zombie Flesh Eaters from 1979. Now this is a section 1 Video Nasty. It is one that I rewatched probably a month or so ago. Absolutely superb Video Nasty. It's one I remember picking up back in the day from Woolworths, of all places, when it first got unbanned in the UK and got a VHS release. So I remember going into my local Woolworths and paying, I can't remember what it was at the time, £10 or £15 I think it was, to get it on VHS. You know, there was a big thing on the cover, you know, first time since being banned, etc. But it's one of my all-time favourite Video Nasties, certainly out of the ones that I've seen so far. So I think when I last looked at the section 1 and section 2 list, I'd probably seen maybe 45, 50 out of the 72. So yeah, for me, Zombie Flesh Eaters, out of the ones that I've seen so far, is up there as one of my favourites. So there we go, that's 1979's Zombie Flesh Eaters. And this 2-disc special edition is absolutely rammed full of extras. So if you can see that there, guys, so big long list there of all the extras. If you want to pause that and zoom in, you're more than welcome. So yeah, I think that puts me on 22 or 23 out of the 72 that I need for the full section 1 and section 2 set. So really pleased to have ticked another one off, and hopefully I'll be grabbing a few more over the coming weeks. So there we go, guys. That's 35 minutes, so not too bad. That's another pickups video caught up with. As it stands, I have got 2 more videos worth on the floor behind me in bags, ready to do, and more pickups videos. And no doubt I'll be out once or twice this week with the girlfriend and Ghost Lou, and I'll probably add some more bags of DVDs and Blu-rays to do pickups videos for as well. So yeah, if there's anything there that that you've seen that I've picked up, guys, that are amongst your favourites, let me know in the comments. And as always, if there's any recommendations for movies you think I might like, then please let me know in the comments. Always nice to interact with you guys and, you know, just talk about movies in general. So always nice to do that. And yeah, as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll more than likely be back later on in the week with another pickups video. Bye for now, guys.